Better late than never, y'all. It is the Rap Game Season 4. We're going to be covering episodes 1, 2, 3. And a lot of people vying for this chain and this contract. Let's get into it, y'all.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
This is Jimmy's choice. I'm digging this.
Yes, this is that fabulous, that Jadakiss Friday on Elm Street.
Swiss Beats.
Two legends in the rap game, original guys,
I dig it.
and 90s guys.
They
so,
could be critiquing what's going on in the rap game.
right, definitely, yeah.
Off the top.
Oh yes, exactly.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Nino, and welcome back to the Rap Game Season 4. Better late than ever, like I said. We're going to be going through episodes 1 through 3. You know, I'm not here alone. We're missing a couple guys here, but to my left, we got Mr. Be Your Own Dad.
Yo.
What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Jimmy V, man. I know it's been a minute, it's been a while, but I'm really glad to be back. It feels good to be
It feels
back
good,
in the
right?
studio, inside the seat, man. So
Yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, @Be Your Own Dad. But we are here we have a whole lot to cover.
We got a lot to cover. Yep.
Season 4 is back.
Season 4 is back. We have 1 through 3, episodes 1 through 3 to get through.
Yes.
Sorry, our apologies for the late coming of this after show. I know that a lot of
Definitely.
you guys have been tweeting us, have been DMing us, asking when it's coming back.
Yeah.
We had some schedule mix-ups.
Yeah.
It's a little mishaps here and there, but we're back, and it's 13 weeks for this one.
13 weeks,
Clap it
yeah.
up, clap it up, clap it up, yes. 13
Yes.
weeks for us to cover this. So, can we get into it really quick? I'm going to count to 3, and you're
Okay.
going to say the name of who you think is leading the situation at the moment. Or who you have the most faith in. All right?
Cool. One,
2, 3.
Little Bree. Okay, cool. Yeah, we thought so too, right?
Me and Jimmy have this thing about lyricists.
Yes.
In general. People
Very
who
important.
know the history.
Very important.
And she's young, so are all they, but she knows a lot. She's from Houston.
Yeah, man.
Houston, Texas, baby.
Texas in the house, H-Town. Remind me of Lil K.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. No,
No. Actually, I'm sorry. Lil K was from Chicago. There was somebody from Texas, I believe, from season 1. I'm sorry, my mind is slipping here, but
Peach.
it'll come back. Nope.
Was she from
Lil
Atlanta?
Peach was from the ATL. Lyric.
Young
Young Lyric. Okay,
Lyric.
gotcha.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, she got that. They both got that Houston vibe. You know what I mean?
They
The
do,
H-Town vibe. But I mean, let's get into it.
She's from season 1. Nino,
Right.
let me get your first thoughts on the season 4 cast, man.
I really, Little Bree's the biggest one that stood out to me.
Okay.
I feel like she knows what's up.
Yeah.
Like, she knows how to get down in the studio.
Yeah.
She knows how to write her lyrics. She knows what could be good, where she could teeter from, being on radio but staying true to hip hop and things like that. That's the hardest fine line to figure out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We have somebody like, what's her name here? Ricky Biddy, who's
Ricky
having a
Biddy.
hard time trying to figure out what her sound is. At the
Very
moment.
hard
You know
time,
what I mean?
yeah.
Be good enough for radio, but
Yep.
also, not play with the Mickey Mouse lyrics type
Right,
situation.
right. And I'm actually glad that you brought up this whole Mickey Mouse type of idea, because I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed with the whole cast this season.
whole cast.
I'm disappointed in the casting, of season 4. I think anybody from seasons 1 through 3
Would
will
smash.
bite off anybody's head in season 4. And I'm even
Lil Bree?
including the ones that were kicked off early on. And it's I've been thinking about this all day too. Yeah. I did not want to come on this bashing anybody, because I'm not about that.
Yeah.
But now I feel like I'm on some Joe Budden stuff. I'm like representing for the old school,
The old heads.
hip hop.
I mean, like
heads
he's,
and all that.
right. Illmatic. He got
I
the
did
Nas
rock
shirt
this on purpose,
You know what I mean?
just to remind everybody what the culture was. But let me explain quick, right? When I think of hip hop rap, man, it started from something very original, very organic, man. To Nas,
Right.
out of New York, out of the projects, rapping about his life as he was going through it.
Right.
Let's go to 2018 season 4. We have Lil Bree, Street Bud, Rap, Rapunzel, Ricky Biddy, Jordan, and Little Bree. I don't believe them.
This is me. I feel like let's say Ricky Biddy. I think she knows commercially what she's trying to look for, but she doesn't know how to hone it correctly, 100%.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think her manager thinks he knows as well too, because he's
manager Darren. Which I've got some words
manager Darren
for Darren as well.
You know what I mean? Like he's had his other daughter, you know, and he's worked with JD before, so I feel like he's a little more comfortable in a sense, but maybe not so much with his daughter.
Isn't that interesting though? The person who's been with JD the most out of it working is having the most issues with it.
And that's
I thought that was interesting there.
And that's the thing. Sometimes some managers know one artist like front and back. You know what I mean? Like Shaft with Cardi B. You know what I mean?
Right.
So KSR Group, and he did amazing with Cardi B because he knew exactly who she was and what she was trying to do and how she was going to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he knows that for his other artists. Maybe not so much Ricky Biddy quite yet, because she's still in development. She's only 13. You know what I mean?
Very young.
Very young. You know what
That's
I mean?
right.
Only 13. Like I said, commercially she looks great. There's a lot of things that she needs to work on, obviously, right?
I honestly don't think this is what she wants to do, and I say that
like what JD says. You're not
like
sure?
you mentioned in episode 3, but it caught my eye all the way from episode 1, which is maybe I'm just being a little bit too hard. Shout out to everybody in the
what's up, y'all?
Chat room. We are glad you guys are joining in our conversation, but maybe I'm being too hard. Maybe it was episode 1, but I'm looking for that passion. You remember season 2? I want to say, what's the brother's name from Baltimore? Low Key.
Yeah.
When he spit, when you heard his bars, you felt it.
Yeah.
You felt the aggression. You felt the hunger. Lil Peach in season 1, you felt it. You felt the hunger. Any of these guys now on this, maybe it's unfair for me to compare it to those before, but the rap game hasn't changed. Only the players are changing.
Right, and it's a hard thing because, you know, genres change, they improve. You could disagree to disagree. You know what I mean? Like, it moves. You know what I mean? We have people like Lil Pump, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, where you could barely understand what he says. And, you know, they preaching on lean and using
all the drugs now,
like which is funny because Street Bud, you know, looks like a mix between like Lil Pump's hair, Amigos, and a splash of Wiz Khalifa.
Bro,
like his swag is out. You know,
when I first saw him and I heard him spit, I was like, mini 2 Chainz. Hands down.
He looks. I mean,
he's got the flow. He's got the swag. He got the 2 Chainz type.
But not necessarily like what I like to listen to. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but like
exactly.
I give it up to him because he knows what kind of rapper he wants to be.
Yes.
And I think that's the hard part where we have to we have to sit back and say, okay, it's a new generation. Maybe it's a little different. Maybe that's why we lean more towards Lil Brie.
And that's the thing. Right before we get into everything going on with the episodes, I feel like now there is a booklet out there called How to Become a Rapper. You need this, this, which over the episodes too, we heard the momagers or the managers repetitively speak about, all their rhymes were good. They got the look, they got the energy. JD said, but there's something missing.
Right.
And I knew exactly what JD was talking about. There's something missing when they're spitting their bars. Just on episode 3, they get in the booth with Zaytoven, who's on fire right now. Where's the energy at, man? Where's the excitement? It's not there.
Yeah, there's definitely something missing, and I think, you know, Jay's looking for that X factor, obviously, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's looking for that it factor that's gonna bring somebody from, you know, winning a chain and a contract on TV to making #1 hits,
yes,
you know, on radio and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's trying to bring back a Chris Cross. He's trying to bring back a Brat. He's trying to bring back a, you know, Lil Bow Wow. And he's got the hottest producers. Like we said, Zaytoven. He's like when you think of trap music and you think of beats,
he is the god right now.
You know what I mean? So I can understand Street Bud being all nervous and stuff.
Street Bud,
on the side of him. But I mean, nonetheless, this cast has a lot to learn. You know what I mean?
A lot.
You know, even though we say we're big fans of Lil Bree, she does need a confidence booster in herself.
Yes.
She's very humble, and I get it. You know what
Definitely.
I mean? But you want to have a little bit, not of aggression or like being aggressive, but you have to have a little bit of confidence that exudes in like hip hop.
And then too, it's gotta come out with your performance. It's gotta be within the bars. You don't need to talk about it. I'm confident. Let us hear it in your flow.
Right.
When you deliver a punchline, make that hit. Like, ooh, I feel that.
Which is what Rap Rapunzel needs.
Yes, thank you.
Because
yes.
I feel like remember how we always talk about dark horses, wild horses, and
yeah,
things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like she is coming up because we see her #1 twice already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we obviously in the beginning didn't think that right away when we first saw her when she first came up to JD's mom's house starting rapping. But now like we see her on the up and up, and I think between her and Lil Bree, it's going to be a competition between those two. That's my early 3 episodes in
predictions.
Prediction. But that's what I see right now.
Yeah, honestly, none of them have impressed me. If I had to choose one, it'd be Lil Bree. But I'm sorry, I am not I don't know. I just need more. We've been covering this now for
4 seasons, bro.
4 seasons now.
Yeah.
So, they can say, oh, older guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
But we've been here every episode. We spoke with JD.
Yeah.
So I feel like based on these first 3 episodes, as far as season 4, I'm not feeling it yet. But hopefully that will change as the season goes on.
It's only been 3, right?
There's
There's definitely a lot more to go over now. But let's go over the 3 weeks.
Sure.
The first week they talked about foundation, right?
Foundation, yes.
Second week they talked about getting fresh, like what makes them fresh.
That's right.
All right. In episode 3, they basically got a chance to take everything that they've learned thus far, or what they know in their heads thus far, to make their own record. Yeah, I mean, they got to lay it down, and it was played, on the radio to 3 million plus people. So
which is a gem nowadays, because
right?
a lot of artists don't even get radio play.
No, it's so hard for them to get placements or whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so many iHearts. You got to get in good with iHeart to make it happen at this point. Yeah.
But that's the interesting thing about the rap game now is you don't need radio play in order to become a success in the rap game now.
You see Chance the Rapper, you know what I mean, like the whole change up with the
perfect
Grammys.
example.
I think we talked about this last season maybe, right?
Mm-hmm.
The whole change up with the Grammys, and now any streaming artist can be nominated for a Grammy, as far as that genre, which is dope, because now it gives more of an opportunity to people or whatnot. So that first week the foundation happened, all right, and the person that stood out the most to me obviously was Lil Bree. But there was something about Jordan that I saw that I think if he fixes his cadence and his timing, he could be something to look out for as well too, because he's pretty inexperienced.
Yes, inexperienced. When I first heard him spit, reminded me real quick of a Logic of meaning cadence wise,
Right. But it wasn't on beat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's going too fast.
Yeah.
He's skipping over his punchlines and different things like that.
And I feel like if he hones that and if he kind of works towards it, he'll be at the middle spot.
Woo, that'd be dope.
He could be at the middle spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he could rise up or whatnot. Another one that really kind of like stood out to me at that point was who is this?
Right now, I'm trying to bring up the live chat on my phone so we can incorporate everybody watching.
This is when I first realized like Rapunzel, Rapunzel, like and how deep her lyrics can get, but just her performance wasn't there.
Yeah,
and Jenny had the best one-liners. Jenny Flower had the best one-liners. I put hashtag did you miss the assignment when she hit up Ricky Biddy about that, and that was lackluster.
Yes,
like what I mean, she was just trying to give it to show them that yes, you're here, but there are so many other kids trying to vie for this spot.
So many, yeah.
You know what I mean, so you got to really prove it, and you really have to look into it. When they say give me your foundation, it's not just where you're from.
No, it's not. It's so much more than just that, and that's another thing too. I remember during the foundation episode, a lot of them, you know, mentioning it's great to embrace where you come from. Always remember, it's not where you are, it's where you are going. When you share your story, I want to believe your story, like I said.
Right.
I don't know. A lot of them I heard about trapping in the kitchen, about hang guns, something like that. I can't remember these specific artists, but I didn't believe that's where they came from. So then once again, I feel like this takes me back to whatever book they've been reading on how to become a rapper is come up with this storyline about drugs and guns and coming off, you know, blah, 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 and make that your story so everybody can feel you.
Right, and because they think that, you know
that's
what I mean?
what it is.
That's what it is. But the thing is, everyone lives a different life. Yeah, I mean,
They
you
do.
You can come from, you know, the slums, you can come from the ghetto, but you maybe weren't surrounded by that 100%. You might be feeling some other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you like I said, I bring it back to Rapunzel. She was talking about her weight and how they were making fun of her because she was skinny.
Right.
And that was a different story for her. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, who was it? Jordan coming from Tulsa, Oklahoma. He had a different story as well too. It was a little bit more rough. He saw it. He saw what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with like Street Bud, his story was just, you know, he's just all about his energy. You know, he's a little kid. You know what I mean? And he raps just like that. I liked how he was like, I want to bring the positivity out of that. Yes, I, you know, may like, you know, trap music and all that stuff, but the trap lifestyle maybe not be for him.
Yes.
Which is dope because he's 13 and he shouldn't be thinking about that.
Which too, when he got in the booth with Zay and he was spitting something Molly, his mom was like,
So no,
whoa,
Holly.
whoa, Molly, what is this?
Right.
That's not what you wrote.
Right.
But that's, once again, a lot of kids might get confused thinking, I might have to rap about all this trap stuff in order for them to believe me when that's not the story.
even know what Molly is.
Hey, thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
That's why his mom was like Holly. He said
Holly. And that's why it's important to understand what your foundation is so you can get that across clearly.
Definitely. But I mean, like, this was a harsh, this is a harsh top 5, you know what I mean, the hit list for the kids, because it was 3 number 5s. Ricky Biddy was number 5, Rapunzel was number 5, Jordan was number 5.
the first
hit list. The first hit list ever to do that, and then you got Street Bud at number 2 and Lil Bree at number 1.
I wasn't mad at JD though, because I felt
either.
the exact same. I was like, okay, episode 1, I'm expecting them. You remember episode 1s of season 1, 2, and 3 when they said to hop out and spit?
Yeah.
Once again, they hopped out mean, blah, 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 let's get to it.
And then
once again, this one was like, who wants to go first? Maybe editing was involved, but it was just like, oh, me.
Right.
You know?
Or it was like a slow rise.
Just
From what
start
we
to
saw.
spit. Right, exactly.
From what we saw, it was a slow rise. I was also a little mad at editing 1, or editing from episode 1, because I couldn't really hear all of the raps continuously.
Very true. Yeah,
You know
they
what I mean?
were taking
parts, and so like
Which
they
is-
were like when they were like Zaytoven and somebody else was like really into Street Bud. I was just like, but I didn't like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But because I heard it from the editing standpoint, it just didn't sound right. But they were in the room and they know what's up. So I was like, maybe I just missed something at that point. You know what I mean? A little different. Episode 2 goes into getting fresh.
Getting fresh, which is very
Right.
important.
Can you Dougie?
Oh, can I, Dougie?
Kenny
Come
Dougie.
on now.
Kenny
Don't-
Dougie.
I got a few different.
Teach him how to Dougie.
See,
teach him how to Dougie.
There's a variations of Dougies now.
Right.
You know, but that's where it all started. Once again, I believe, you know, we're dealing with a whole new generation. Nino, did you see when Dougie Fresh turned around?
How the moms and dads acted like
The older generation was like, oh,
Right.
Dougie Fresh. Younger one was like,
Right.
I don't know if I should laugh or if I should smile. I don't know.
until they realized, yo, he created beatboxing.
He's the originator.
That's what the song's about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's dope to see it. You know, it's I like that he gave a lesson, because that's what the thing, we have to teach them kids the lesson. They
do.
They need to know, and it's not their fault that they don't know, because
It's not. Yeah, it's our responsibility to teach them, of course.
and uphold like the culture of hip hop, right?
Yes, exactly.
So I like what Dougie Fresh was talking about, and he was talking about the pillars of hip hop. I have a magazine called the Fifth Element magazine,
Okay.
and it's basically essentially about hip hop. And we go up on the 4 pillars of hip hop. You know what I mean?
Where can they find
you can check
this
it out.
magazine at?
I like you. Thank you very much.
Come on now.
You can check it out at thefifthelementmag.com.
Okay.
It's basically lifestyle, entertainment, and hip hop with fashion. You know what I mean? So we think the four elements of hip hop, from DJ, MC, breakdancing, graffiti arts. We think those are the 4 pillars. There's a whole bunch of subcultures.
Yeah.
Now, Dougie Fresh says beatboxing is the 5th one. Zulu Nation says knowledge is the 5th one.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
People say street culture or street entrepreneurship or fashion. You know what I mean? And in this case, in my magazine, we talk about fashion, how everything intertwines, and we say the common thread that weaves hip hop all together.
That's
you know
right.
Because it's a look, it's a feel, it's a culture.
Yeah, and I was actually a huge fan of JD and his team putting that on the show to let it worldwide know that if this were on a test, the 5 elements of hip hop are this, boom, boom, boom. So hopefully they can start off right somehow.
Right. This killed me though. So when they were about to perform with Dougie Fresh, this was going to be hard. I knew this was going to be hard because Dougie Fresh was just about to throw out a beat, and then we're going to have to lay the lyrics on top of it.
Yeah, and if you remember back in season 3, I believe the kids were on stage and they had to do the same thing
with the DJ.
Exactly.
And it kept on switching up back and forth and whatnot. And it's hard for them because, granted, if you are not a freestyle battle rapper, it's going to be a whole different story for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is where Dougie Fresh was going to try to go with them, go with what they were trying to do. You know what I mean? So they laid out the lyrics, and then they had to try to catch it with Dougie Fresh. It was supposed to be like a symbiotic type of situation or whatnot. Yeah. Now Jordan surprised me because we heard how he was in the beginning in the foundation. Bree to me killed it again, obviously.
She did.
Ricky Biddy gave me a question mark. Street Bud, I think he was just nervous and
very nervous.
And it's not his style.
And then once again, you saw it in his performance. He was trying to elong his punchlines in order to match it with Dougie, but
trying to beat match.
It just wasn't. It just wasn't working out.
It was like a Serato. You know what I mean? Like on a DJ set, he was trying to match. He was trying to beat match like the BPM basically, which was hard. You know what I mean? But Rapunzel, talk about the ingredients,
Yes, which was dope to incorporate the idea of the ingredients into her bars, which is dope.
I dug it, and I thought
very creative.
Very creative. I think that was pretty cool. Now, as far as the hit list, what do you think about the hit list for this one?
I wasn't like, oh no, it's wrong. I agreed with we have Rapunzel at 1, Lil Bree at 2, Street Bud at 3, Jordan at 4, Ricky Biddy at 5.
Jordan was salty that day.
A lot of them were. So the tears have been coming down this season, and we're only at episode 3.
I can get it though because Bree's been at 5 3 times.
Yes, so I can definitely.
I'm sorry, not Bree. I'm sorry.
Understand
Ricky
that
Biddy.
Ricky Biddy. Yeah, I can definitely understand that gets frustrating as well.
Definitely. I mean, Jordan was pretty salty at that point. He didn't want to listen to anything people were saying. He was like, "It's cool, just keep on going, keep on going." But once again, he later on, episode 3, he retracted and was like, "I gotta learn, I gotta step back and try not to do that," which was cool to see because I was like, "Oh man, don't be like that, dude."
Right. It's one of those things I feel like a lot of young people deal with. I myself, I was one of those, but I'm still learning today that I don't know everything. The day you get to a point where you think you know everything is when you lost.
Right. Something's wrong.
And I'm just talking about in life. I'm not even talking about rap game.
I feel like everyone should forever be a student.
Whether
you're an adult or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And two, if somebody's giving you advice, take that, because a lot of people, they got the gems, but they don't want to pass them out. They just want to keep them. So when you have somebody of a Jermaine Dupri giving you gems, don't just say, yeah. No, man, take it. Boom. Keep your mouth shut.
Definitely. Brat, Brian Michael Cox, Beethoven, all trying to tell you stuff. You should listen. Even with the whole Jenny thing and how Ricky Biddy,
which we did skip through that.
We did. I gotta bring it back to that. I think I know what she was trying to do,
but she went about it.
Totally
all right,
wrong. But that's her manager, Darren, writes a lot of her stuff, and he said it.
Which let me
speak on him.
Take this time to speak to Darren. After being in this Hollywood game, learning things, you can't be mad at the talent. You got to speak with the manager, the person coaching them. Darren, if you are going to give your soldier a sword and let them go into battle without their shield, they're gonna get hurt. What I mean is, if
analogies.
you're gonna let me continue this. If you're gonna let your artists come on to the show to represent their talent, make sure their talent is 100% ready to go. A-okay. She's been number 5, 3 episodes in a row. I'm not gonna lie, it's awkward to watch her. I feel
somebody just said that right now. I think it was
it's
Jasmine
like
Jones.
Every time I see her on stage, I start to feel bad. So I know I'm not the only one feeling that. And it's no blame on her. It's blame on Darren, because he needs to prepare her on a better level to go into battle with.
I think it works both ways, though, too. Like, I get it. Darren's there to basically hone her and make sure she's ready to be out there like that. But, you know, she needs to take responsibility and really figure out what she's trying to do. You know what I mean? What she wants to be or whatnot. Yeah. You know, like I said, Jasmine Jones in our live chat says, yeah, Bree and Rapunzel rap. Well, no, what was it here? It was hard to watch Ricky's performance during the Catch the Beat.
Yeah,
like, it's just hard to watch her do some challenges. You know what I mean? Which was I was so excited to see her in episode 3 for when she was going to be able to hit her own lane. The song wasn't bad. The song was radio ready, but it just was it her? Is this who she really wants to be? And maybe I just didn't feel it because I didn't feel the energy as well too. Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people would be like, "Yo, JD, you're being a little too hard on her." She was okay with it, but like Jenny said, it felt lackluster. Yes. I didn't feel like the want from like, this is me. This is what I want to be. Once again,
that passion. Right. You don't.
It wasn't like a Bree came in there was like, "Yeah, I want this. I want it to sound like this. I need to redo this." Yeah. You know what I mean? And you would think, or you would expect, because her family is in the music game, that she might have that same mentality.
That's another thing, man. Yeah. When they mention that, on top of JD working with Darren, I kind of put them on a whole different level. Because if you're already within the industry, you should already know basic things. Yeah. So Darren should pass that on to his talent. Right. Which, once again, you know, I just don't think she was ready, man.
I want to root for every single person.
I do too. This is no type of hate. Yeah, this no type of hate. This is constructive just like criticism.
Yeah, I want to root for all of them, like, you know, to make it or whatnot. All the past seasons and everybody. I like seeing success stories. I like seeing people going viral when you know, when they used to be on the rap game or whatnot. Yeah, it's dope to see and see where they're going from here on out.
Very dope.
You know, but at this point in time, I'm just kind of confused to see where she's going to go. But then again, we got 13 weeks.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, this is only 3 weeks down, just 10 more weeks after this. So I feel like there could be a lot more. We could be showing up and we could be, you know, biting our tongues later on. You know what I mean?
I'll definitely say my level of acceptance has risen just based off the 3 seasons, though. So that's why, of course, that's why I'm so like passionate about what's coming in season 4, because it's not adding up right now to what we've seen in seasons 1 through 3.
Right, definitely. Well, let's continue on to episode 3. Then we're gonna get into the parents, because I know we want to talk about the parents.
Yes, we do.
I need to talk about Tiki. But so episode 3, they get their own chance with Zaytoven to basically lay down a beat. Yep. And then it gets to be played on air, for a hot opportunity radio station out in Atlanta. Yeah. Right.
Once in a lifetime opportunity there.
3 million viewers listening to your song that you haven't even heard it.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you haven't even heard it. You know, Bree came in knowing what she wanted. Street Bud was nervous, and I totally get that. But he said he wanted some trap beats with some piano, so he kind of had an idea of what he wanted. You know, Jordan wanted a raw hip hop instrumental, which I think works for him very, very well.
I think so as well.
You know, Rap Rapunzel. Am I saying her name right?
Rapunzel.
Just Rapunzel.
RAP-UNZEL.
Okay, so it's just Rapunzel. Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, she had the lyrics written already. She had a hook. I mean, catch fire, catch fire, catch fire.
And the mom even hopped on that.
Right, because she's like, you know, she likes it when I hype up in there.
We thought about it. Right. And she said I can hop on.
Right. And it turned out bomb, though. Like, JD was just like...
I think JD was kind of confused. He's like, yeah. You know what? I'm surprised. JD's so understanding. Jermaine Dupri, like, a lot of stuff, he's like, okay, yeah, I can get that. Me, I'm thinking, what the hell are they doing out there?
Let your daughter do her thing.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of like that sound effect was exactly my thought. But then when she got on there, I was like, I see it. He sees something special between the bond that Rapunzel and her mom have.
But
you know what I mean?
But Nino, let me ask you: do you feel like the mom is trying to be the artist in a way?
Oh, you know what? I think she's living vicariously through her daughter, so she wants a little bit of that taste too. I totally get it. You know what I mean? But I hope it doesn't go too far, and it might be an issue later on. I definitely want to get into that when we talk about the parents.
That just brought me up with something else. I am not bashing anybody, but let's think back to Mulatto back in season 1, right? She came into this already writing bars, knowing what she wanted, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of these contestants there. Once again, I think this is like a school project for them. They're coming into this. I think they have an idea of they want to be a rapper, but I don't think it's in them yet. Maybe it's gotta grow or something, but once again, I'm just not feeling it, man.
They're having an idea of like what they think a rapper lifestyle or what a rapper could be.
Yeah, I think they want the lifestyle.
Right. That's some of them. I feel like some of them really know that this is what they want to do their whole life, and those are the people who are lyrically ready. Those are the people who know like how the beats are gonna sound. Those are the people who live and breathe it. But then there's some people who are still trying to figure it out and say, I kind of like the idea. Maybe that's why I want to do it.
Yeah.
But that's that goes deeper into it. So where were we? So Tiki hopped on the track.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ricky was super laid back. Right. Ricky was super laid back. She kind of knows what she wants, and she was satisfied with what she had. And they ended up playing the tracks or whatnot, and everyone's track was pretty good. It was okay. You know what I mean? Everyone was really cool. The Catch Fire one was probably the catchiest one. It had the hook, and people were digging that. You know what I mean? The DJs loved Street Bud's presence or whatnot.
They did.
But this is how the hit list went. It went Ricky at number 5 once again.
Which I'm not surprised.
Although her song was good.
It was
catchy, radio play. JD just didn't feel it. I get it. Street Bud was number 4.
That was tough for him to take in as well.
Right, and we know why he was number 4. Yes, he got it done, but maybe he wasn't as aggressive as far as like what he wanted it to be.
Let's Street Bud is only 12.
Yeah, he's young.
Lil Bree 15,
right.
Jordan 15,
Ricky 13,
Ricky Biddy 13,
right.
Rapunzel 15.
Yeah. So they all young, right?
Yeah.
Jordan was number 3. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, no. Lil Bree was number 3, and that was a surprise to some people. You know what I mean? But I think the only reason why they put her at number 3 was because they, like JD said and her manager said, they wanted her to really be like, yo, that's me. That
for
was,
sure.
You know what I mean?
For
like,
sure.
Give me a little bit more light, push it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Jordan was number 2 because everyone was, surprised at what he laid out. His lyrics were good. He found that even kind of way to be like, yo, I'm gonna give you the cadence I want to give you and how I want to spit and how lyrical I want to be, but it's still gonna be radio friendly in a sense. You know what I mean? And obviously, Rapunzel was number 1.
Number 1.
You know what I mean? She
congratulations to her, back to back. Matter of fact,
exactly, back to back, crazy. Like I said, she's the one that's rising that we got to watch out for. But as we continue, I want to talk about the parents real quick.
Let's do it. The managers, the momagers,
this is like our, part of our, like, besides the kids and their success, this is one of our favorite parts.
Because they're entertainment too.
Oh, super. Okay, give me your thoughts on, like, who stands out to you the most?
Definitely Rapunzel's mom,
Tiki.
Tiki. I love her energy. I like it.
She could have a spin-off with Rapunzel, let's be real.
Maybe she's trying to go get the spin-off. But I like her. Once again, energy's good. We continue to see episode after episode. Rapunzel tends to push her away some as she starts to get creative with the pen, and she's like, Mom, I got it.
Right.
And I like to see it because it's showing independence within her as an artist, which is good. But you do have Mom, wanting to give you some pointers, which is also good too.
Right.
But the manager has to know when to trust the talent.
And when to step back just a little bit.
To step
you know
back.
What I mean?
Yeah.
You know, who besides Tiki, I think Reginald for Little Bree really stood out to me because he pushes her.
He does.
You know what I mean?
Which I think is dope.
Yeah.
I think Lil Bree is where she is now due to him pushing her more and more and making sure she's always on top of the ball.
And I mean, like he was yelling at her at that was it the first episode or
first
whatnot?
episode, yeah.
Saying get your
About
confidence, up, right?
Yeah.
Get your confidence up. Her mom was there. Her mom has congenital heart failure, CHF, and she was there supporting her, always there with her. And it was nice to have Reginald there to basically be like a rock and be like, I'm gonna push you. Her mom didn't say anything because she knew like you just need that little push to keep you going or whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tiki and Reginald really stood out to me. Darren, I want to see where he goes with it because he kind of reminds me.
Who's
Darren's Ricky Biddy's.
Ricky Biddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of like
of
Mulatto's dad a little bit. You know what I mean? Like because like he was in the industry, he kind of knew what was up or whatnot.
Yeah.
Like I like just the feel. Not saying that they're the same person or whatnot.
Okay.
But just kind of the feel. But everyone's a little bit more on like the quieter side besides Tiki. Everyone's kind of a little bit more laid back. I think there is going to be drama with Tiki later on.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like in the beginning, everyone was pretty chill. You know what I mean? Jordan's mom is is it Shanda? Is that her? Yeah, Shanda, I believe, is Jordan's mom, and she was kind of laid back as well too. No one really like was too crazy in the beginning. Everyone was pretty respectful. But this is only the third week, so who knows how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and I think the whole position of the momager or the manager is becoming something fun in a way, because
it's like dance moms.
Let's keep it real, they're not actually managers, they're just parents. Shout out to our screenshot on here. We got Rapunzel and Tiki Rap Game Season 4. Thanks for bringing
like
up
a
that
duo. Look
image
at that
up
though.
for us. Yeah.
they look like somewhat of a
dope.
duo. You know what I mean? Like I can really see it. I feel like Tiki, besides the kids, could be a star of the show as well too. But to kind of like wrap things up, get it? Thank you. I know we kind of went through everything pretty fast, guys, but it is 3 episodes, and I wanted to make sure that we kind of covered the hit list and all that stuff, and kind of like everything else we wanted to talk about or whatnot. We'll have a little bit more in depth of a review as it comes next week when JJ's back or whatnot here on the panel with us. So it'll be a little bit more deeper.
I mean, we'll have more time, and it'll just only be 1 episode compared to 3 episodes. So.
Exactly. But what do you think? So lay it out there. Give me your top 3. How about that?
Top 3? Okay. I got. Let me tell you. I'm rooting for. Let me tell you who's my pick if I could choose one.
Okay.
I'm rocking with Street Bud. I like him.
Okay.
Why? Because 1, he's not afraid to be different. 2, he wants to stand for something good, positive. I always love that there, and I like his swag. I like his.
I love his
style,
swag.
man.
I love his swag.
He is in a lane of his own. So if I could choose anyone, it'd be him. But that's just based off looks and stuff, whatever the case. Talent wise, Lil Bree. I think she's leading it. I think right now, if I had to choose one based off talent, I think she's gonna take the whole thing. But we are just at the top of the season as well. So Lil Bud, Lil Bree, and then I'd have to go with Rapunzel.
Nice.
That's my top 3. What about you?
I would do right now. Ooh, we got drums here. What I would do right now is it would be Jordan. Would be 1. Would be 3. I'm sorry.
3. Okay.
Jordan would be 3 just because I see something in him. His lyrics are really good. He just needs to be honed as an artist.
Okay.
He needs to go through that artist development. He needs to learn staging. He needs to learn how to move around or whatnot. I think he would be really good.
Yeah.
Rapunzel, I think, has something really special in her, and it just needs to be pulled out, and she needs to be honed as well too.
Yeah.
Little Bree goes number 1 for me just because I feel like she's ready. She's ready to come in there. She's ready for her competition. She knows what's up.
Right.
You know what I mean? She says she feels like MC Light. You know what I mean? Like those are people that she looks up to or whatnot. So those would be my top 3. All of them are talented, like I said. You know what I mean? They're all there for a reason. They're all talented. They just need to work on it. And who knows, my top 3 could flip, and some of them could be the bottom later on, depending on how it goes after these next 10 weeks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Definitely shout out everybody in our comment section. Real quick, Dino Clayton is in the building. She's a big fan. Definitely glad she joined in.
Yeah.
Jasmine Jones as well. Zayaz B. Lou. Hopefully I'm saying the names correctly here. But thank you guys for joining us on this review. Definitely tell anybody else that does normally watch our reviews. We are back.
We are back
in action here.
Once again, sorry for that delay.
But
I mean, here we are giving you 3-episode review for it all. And we're back, and we're excited to see where it's all going to go or whatnot. I mean, but those are my predictions. You have anything else to add on to that?
I'm just honestly season 4. JD, I don't know whoever is. I hope you guys step it up because I need more.
Here we go. Season 4,
man.
JD, change Jimmy's mind.
Please, hey, and you've been here, man. We could talk about it, man.
Yeah.
So, you know what was interesting too? Episode 1, when JD had him and his crew behind him, and everybody was performing and stuff. I got a vibe within the group amongst them that I think they were expecting more as well. Because after all the performances, they kind of looked at each other like, huh? That's it? You know?
They were expecting more.
So, once again, I think the bar has definitely been raised. And I think they all got to reach it and go through the bar. Smash it.
One last little prediction. You did say, you did say Street Bud, right?
Yes.
They haven't found a Bow Wow yet. And I think they're looking for one now. Somebody they can hone who's young, who they can bring up.
Yeah.
And remember, we were trying to say that for all the younger kids that
back in the day,
like that have been on the show. We like they haven't found one of those yet. They found a guy, they found a girl. You know what I mean? Like they haven't found like a little Bow Wow type yet. Maybe Street Bud could be that. Who knows?
He could. And I also had this idea as well. I think at the end of season 4, they choose the winner. Notice how this past summer, JD took most of the kids on tour and they did a 20-city tour, whatever the case. I think this last person is going to add on to the rest of the winners. Then you'll have a 4-person group of just straight winners. I'm not talking about runner-ups or third place. 1. I think
dominate the charts after that
might be a group.
That
might be it. JD's up.
He's thinking something.
To something.
You never know. You never know. But y'all, that is our episode. That is our recap. Thank you so much for joining in, y'all. Once again, it's your boy Nino. You can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Also check out my website, thefifthelementmag.com, for all things fashion, entertainment, lifestyle, and hip hop. Jimmy?
Hey, it's your man Jimmy V. I'm on. I was active on Twitter, but I still am active on Twitter. I'm much more active on Instagram at Be Your Own Dad. I got my blog as well, beyourowndad.blogspot.com. Right now I'm doing 25 Days of Black Christmas. Go search that hashtag on Instagram. Tell me what you think.
All right, y'all. So we'll see you next week. Peace out, y'all.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.